partner and I, we got together 5 years ago, and from the divine, we feel like we were put together for this purpose, so that we can dispel the myths and use our talents to really showcase the reasons why people should start returning home and, you know, rediscovering
so how has this storytelling journey been for you?
Oh, it's been amazing so far. Like, Ceylon is just so beautiful. All right, so let's talk to you guys about our experiences going and traveling to the motherland. Nat for the first time, me for the first time in like 20 years or something. It's been a powerful journey. So the first place we went to was
Sierra Leone, Freetown. So actually, specifically, we went to the capitals and the major cities of each country. We didn't actually get a chance to explore each country fully. So go to the country or go to the inner parts of each country. First place we went to was Freetown, the capital city of Sierra Leone.
Yeah, with the ambition to kind of make this one an actual citizen of Sierra Leone. And so yeah, we journeyed to Freetown, and it was our first kind of touching base with the motherland. It was absolutely magical. That's the only word that I can use to describe.
Yeah, Freetown is electric.
Freetown.
The people are electric. There's a lot going on there.
There's a crazy energy there.
There's energy, there's hype.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a non-stop. And obviously we went during the kind of Christmas period. So at that time, a lot of events going on, a lot of festivals, you know, just daily activities and events that we had opportunities to learn about through our family and the person that we stayed with. So we got to do so much there.
Yeah. Actually, across West Africa, December to January is like the high point in terms of celebrations and such. So Freetown is a part of that. There's a lot of people, diaspora, that will come back for the December type festive period.
Yeah, festive period.
Celebration. Like
the Kwanzaa period.
Yeah. So there's all sorts of things going on. There's all sorts of events and festivals that is happening. The beaches, Sierra Leone has about 3 of the top 10 beaches in the world.
Oh, in Sierra Leone. Yes, and I think we didn't get to go to one of those beaches. We heard about them, but we went to something called the Safel Sea Resort, and we got to go on this journey through kind of the rainforesty areas, and the landscape was absolutely stunning, you know, breathtaking.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people fall in love with Sierra Leone is the scenery, like your surroundings. And then on top of that, you talk to anyone who's been, the people, there's a specific energy that you get from being in Sierra Leone and being around those people. So we ventured.
So Safel Resort.
Yeah, we ventured
Borough
there.
Beach, there was one. Maurice Murray, he's the owner of that. And also we spent a lot of time in Lumley Beach, which was in Aberdeen, basically. And those are the 2 places that we went to, but there's other beaches around that we didn't get a chance to go to that we heard amazing things. But those places along the Atlantic coast, the Atlantic Ocean, the coast of the Atlantic Ocean, that's where those beaches were situated. And yeah, it's magical.
You're so deep because, you know, you got your feet got to, you know, kiss the Atlantic Ocean. Like, you know, you're walking along that beach that has so much history and depth to it. But yeah, it's powerful. It was a very powerful place to visit.
Yeah, behold the Atlantic Ocean at sunset. This is what we get to view in Sierra Leone, December. Tell me we're not on the lands of heaven. Yeah, so what we learned about Freetown is that, so my father's people, the Creoles, they were the group that came back from enslavement period. So from the Caribbean, from the Americas, Canada, and the US, UK as well. Or when slavery was outlawed and ships were caught halfway through by the British, they would send our people back to Freetown, essentially.
Now we gotta bring these two knowledge together, yeah, for us to be able to address the trauma that we're going through. Currently, what has happened over the years is that these two knowledge have been separated. The Caribbeans have been told Africans are just bush and monkeys, and we have been told the Caribbeans are just jamba smokers and drug takers who go around with dreadlocks singing Bob Marley songs that know nothing. And they're radicals, those are the words they're using. So we see them as that. So even when we meet together, whether it's in America or in the United Kingdom, when we do meet together, it's like we're like, those useless jamba smokers over there. And they see us like these bush Africans. Now, we got to break that down.
Yeah.
You understand me? But I see it's happening for me, I guess as an artist, I see it through the arts.
If you check out the documentary by David Olusoga, in that, I believe, shows that there was slavery happening in Sierra Leone up until 1927. So even though it was Freetown, alongside that, the British had some dark history there as well, hidden. So whilst maintaining that they were the liberators, they were actually still in the period of when they outlawed it, was still continuing slavery in Freetown.
This is actually the university section here. I'm gonna educate you here as well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and what's interesting is that the main language in Freetown used to be Yoruba, and then it became Creole afterwards.
Yeah, that was really interesting to hear. The educational aspect of it was very deep because we met people who are Pan-Africanists in Sierra Leone and were just teaching us about the background of the different groups who live in Freetown and the different groups that come from the origins of Sierra Leone itself as well. And it's so vast. All over Africa, there's so much diversity in terms of how many different groups there are. But there are so many links as well. And that's what was really interesting. So learning about the fact that Yoruba was the first language before Creole sort of took over, and then from the Creole came Pidgin as well. It's not that literal, is it?
Possibly,
because that's what my dad was saying. He was like, you know, the Creoles kind of brought that Pidgin English thing all over kind of West Africa. And yeah, learning all those kind of different histories was very good as well.
Yeah, so the coming back to Africa thing has been consistent throughout the last 5 centuries. It's not just the narrative of they took us 400 years ago and that was it, and then now we're here trying to get back. No, throughout that period over the centuries, us going back has been happening in waves, but it's been happening nevertheless. So Freetown is one of the epicenters of a lot of our people going back and reforming and forming communities, essentially. And it's not just the Creoles in Sierra Leone, but other parts of West Africa have a lot of returnees, and that obviously would influence the language. So when you say about Pidgin, and if you listen to Pidgin properly, and Creole is pretty much one and the same, if you listen carefully and you listen to Patois, for example, you can hear the similarities. And I don't know 100% factually, but 99% certain that that's because there was returnees coming to bring the language that they created in the enslaved lands back home to the motherland and forming these new ways of speaking, essentially, or amalgamation of different languages, essentially.
Come back home, can't help for build salon, because nobody no go build them how we want them. I like the equity and the equity, then forget something where then say go benefit. But if you come, you build salon, you dey help you generation, you know, before and after, and you dey help yourself as a Sierra Leonean. Say yes, I help for make this na salon where people dey benefit. You know, not just for me, my family, my cousin them, my relatives, my brother and sister them. You know, salon na a place where you need for come and do ya and beg you, my brother and sister them na other country, and foreigners, tourists Come Salon and get the taste of sweet mama salon.
The Women of Power Summit, brought to you by gotkushTV on Sunday the 6th of September 2020. Shining a light on the illustrious legacy of African women, past, present and future. Featuring performances and presentations from Arikana Chihombori Kwao, Esther Stanford, Jose Afiong El Afiong, Runoko Rashidi, Tony Warner, The Goddess Neith, VVN, Selena Akigwe, Angie Amra, and Ari Ma'at. Hosted by Yemeya. This is an online event taking place on Sunday the 6th of September from 5 p.m. Get your half-price tickets now at gotkushTV.co.uk/events. It's the Women of Power Summit, brought to you by gotkushTV. Certainly an event not to be missed.